Welcome to your daily focus, May the 13th, 2022. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. You guys absolutely rock. We have the 13 energy today. Let's get right into it, shall we? The 13 energy today. The 13 energy is about change and release and transformation. A lot of people look at 13 as an unlucky number. It's actually a very potently lucky number. But we don't usually, as we're walking the path today, we don't see the luck. We only see the chaos or the tragedy or the disappointment, or we don't realize how that strong 13 energy can actually move us towards a release of something and a transformation in an area of our lives or areas of our life. Absolutely. 1 plus 3 is a 4. It's about analyzing things. It's about understanding the structure that you want in your life, how you feel happiness, peace of mind, what brings in a sense of balance in your life, and working towards building those cornerstones on which to build on. If we look at the numerology of the day, it is a 15 energy. Now, the 15 energy is about indecision. It's about bondage. It's about freedom. So where do we put ourselves into bondage? We have a bad habit or behavior that is not acceptable, and it keeps us back. It pulls us back. It doesn't allow us to go forward in some way. Maybe you feel trapped because of a certain environment or a certain person or a certain fill in the blank. So when we recognize this bondage, when we see that, if I did this differently, I would create what in my life? Is it time, energy, vitality, space, resources? Where can I step into freedom? Where can I step into a feeling of liberation? By changing behaviors, by changing habits, by changing perhaps my perception, and understanding a new truth or a new reality, and going in search for it even today. 1 plus 5 is a 6. Definitely could be in our relationships. Definitely be in our relationships today. Sun is in Taurus. Moon is in Libra. Libra, we want a true balance and harmony. We want beauty to come in. We're very much about working on our relationships. We could compromise under this kind of energy, so make sure you are not compromising your self away, your strength, your courage, your dream, your values. We seem to see all different sides of the same argument. It's really hard to make a decision under the Libra energy. And, we have Mercury in retrograde, so don't be in a hurry about making any kind of decisions. Look at all of those paths, all of those doors that could potentially open for you if that's what you decided to do. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the cards are flying. I think that was the strength card, actually, but I didn't pick it up. We'll cut it. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe it won't. Let's find out. Our shadow card is, look at this, 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is really about looking at all the different options that could be available to us if we so chose to embrace them. So we look at our path forward now. Here we are. We're looking at our path forward. We don't get a lot of information from our path forward. There's not a lot of context to our path forward as we look. So I guess we'll have to create that with our imaginations of what we want it to look like. But we stand there and we hold this wand in our hand and we look at what if. And if you ever do what if with yourself, please don't do what if, then all the bad stuff, because that's what we are taught to do. What if this is the first day of the rest of my life? What if I took that chance and it worked? What if I started my own business and it became successful? What if they decided to franchise it? What if I was in 14 countries in 3 years? What if? And play that what if game until it kind of gets like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'd be able to handle that kind of energy, that moment where it could take your breath away. And that is your true potential, by the way, but you have to take ownership of your strength, your courage. Now eventually we move over to the second wand here, and we will look at things under a different perspective. We might add things in, we might take things out, we might classify things as values over here and not a value over there, weighing things out. We will eventually move over to the final wand and make decisions on our path forward. But it's not quite time to do that. So today is not a decision-making day. But we can look at a lot of the things that we want to change, transform in our lives, maybe completely release, in order for us to step forward. Okay, our first card, look at this, the Lovers. Is it about relationships today? I wonder. The Lovers is growing a relationship deeper, strengthening that relationship, feeling at one with that other person, people you love in your life. Could be family, friends, could be somebody at work, a co-worker, somebody in the neighborhood, somebody that lives miles and miles and miles and miles away from you. Growing those relationships, deepening those relationships. So today we need to ask ourselves how I can deepen the relationship, how I can make it more successful, what I can bring to the table, what I can add, where I can let down a wall maybe and reveal my true self. Now, since this is a reading for everybody, the collective, not all of us are in relationships, nor do we want a relationship. So when I'm talking about the love, you're thinking this isn't for me, but it's about passion, it's about desire, it's about dream, it's about love. So what do you love? What do you have a passion for? This is a day to build upon it. This is a day to take it to the next level, at least in your mind. And then the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the Lovers, that lower vibration. So this is where we meet new people that absolutely can change our whole course of our existence. This could be a new mentor coming in, a new lover coming in, a new best friend coming in. This could be a new group of people in some situations, because I am doing a collective reading for everybody. It could be a group. You decide to go and check out that pottery class, or they give presentations over at the library and you're going to go see what's happening tonight. Yeah, maybe I'll see that. And it completely rocks your world, rocks your universe. Things change on a dime. You meet people and they know people, and you have talents and abilities that you're bringing to the table that you weren't even aware that you had them until they said, can you do this? And you went, yeah, I can. Great, because we can't. We need you. So don't be surprised if new relationships as well. So it's very much a relationship kind of day. And understanding, don't just turn people away today. If they're talking to you, see why they are in your path today. Try to understand why they are in your path today. And it might be that new best friend. It might be that mentor. It might be that person that you decide to partner with for a new business idea. It could be the person that you walk down the aisle with, or you walk the rest of your steps with. And our last card is, look at this, the Knight of Swords. Well, don't we just want to jump? We have energy today. We have beautiful energy today. Because we want to jump on our stallion, we want to raise our sword high, and we want to yell, charge. Now, I think today we are level-headed or clear-minded. I think we can be a little bit more patient with others, but have a little bit more understanding with others today, because there is a love vibration definitely in the air between the numerology and the cards, and definitely even in the astrology. This is where we understand how we can go forward, how we can step into the next phase of our life, our next elevated path. where we can start the new beginnings, what we can end in order to bring those new beginnings into focus for ourselves. So it's a beautiful, strong energy. I don't think it's so much about acting on things, it's more about understanding your perception of how you want your world to look, how you want your reality to be, and then understanding what is actually keeping you from those goals, those dreams, those next steps, and how you can work it into being that you can take that next step. And sometimes it looks like it's impossible, but with today's energy, we may get some very realistic answers and ideas and aha moments and a little epiphanies thrown in there for good luck to really see. Remember, we have the 13 energy, and with the 13 energy, it doesn't always look like it's for us or it's going to work for us or it actually moves us forward. We'll probably think it's moving us backwards. What a tragedy. Oh my, what am I to do? That's a lot of times the 13 energy kind of brings that in. Maybe you had a fight with a good friend and now it's okay. So what did that mean? What was it saying about them? What was it saying about me? And where do I want that relationship to go and become? And so what do I need to do now as my next step? Okay, let's get an affirmation card. I'm sorry, I'm really hit and miss. I am trying to, yes. Change and transform. So it's a day for me, and my day will be my routines and understanding a new routine for myself. Like I said, I'm reinventing myself. It's like I could look at it as a rebirth. None of my labels matter anymore. It's time to understand what labels I want, how my day is going to flow. And I'm sorry I get caught up in doing these things that I've been wanting to do for 30 years of my life. Like I bought this property like 30 years ago, and I had all these beautiful dreams and about what I wanted the property to look like. And then I found myself very much the only adult in the picture, very much the one that had to put the food on the table, make the decisions, drive to the doctor's appointments, cheer at them at their sporting events and singing competitions. And there wasn't time. There just wasn't time for me to do the things I'd want. Every so often I'd buy a plant and I'd put it in the ground and I'd make that commitment, and then life would take over, and about a month later I'd apologize to the plant. I go, oh, you could have had a better life anywhere but here. I am so sorry for purchasing you. I'm so sorry for putting you on my property. Look at what you've become because of me. I'm so sorry. And I try and mend it and bring it back to life. And sometimes, yeah, but most times it's like the plant's like, you show up now and you expect me to revive? No, it's not happening. So I have a chance to start my dreams of 30 years ago. And maybe it's something for you that was 30 years ago or 20 years ago or 10 years ago, or maybe it just came to you last night in a dream. But it's really understanding how it can transform you. It can change things in your life. You're allowed to release things in your life. Maybe you're seeing something for the first time that you thought had to be a part of your life, and you're realizing it doesn't have to be a part of my life at all. Maybe that's a place, a person, a behavior. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. I think this is a day when we can see those doors opening. We can have those epiphanies. We can have those aha moments. Okay, where's my book? I buried the book. Buried the book. Okay. Opportunity knocks. So go for it. New opportunities are coming your way. Brilliant ideas, educational possibilities, new friends, expanding your potential. I can't make this up, can I? Really. Open yourself up to the greater possibilities. Become a good team player, and you will gain the respect from your work colleagues and peers. You have good reason to feel proud of any achievements you've had and attitudes towards yourself and others. Embrace all new endeavors with this raw creative energy. Go for it. It's time to dazzle yourself and stretch your wings and fly. The mantra is, I'm open to new possibilities to expand my potential. And all I could think of was us jumping on that stallion, raising our sword and yelling, charge. And going for it, going after our dreams, going after the desires that we hold deep in our heart. Okay, so for Mother's Day, My children gifted me with a new tarot deck, and it ended up being an animal oracle deck. So I decided to retire the one they gave me. Oh my gosh, what is it, like 5 or 6 years ago they gave it to me, and we've been using those faithfully ever since. But so I'm just going to hold it up here so that if you like the deck and you want to look, now no book came with it, which is very surprising in this day and age. Usually every deck has a book with it. No book whatsoever came with this. It was just the cards. I do love the dragonfly on the front cover, so we'll see what happens when we get to the dragonfly. But let's learn the deck together as we move forward, and I hope you enjoy these cards. I am enjoying them. And we have the heron. Oh my gosh, the herons are all out as I'm in my backyard. They're down there, and the kingfishers are there, and the Canadian geese are there, and the mallard ducks are there, and it's just being the hawks. Oh my goodness. Anyways, heron for us today is patience. And remember, today we will be able to tap into that energy to give us the patience, to give us the understanding, especially when it comes to dealing with other people. Now, the card here says, create a place in nature's stillness to be renewed. Take time alone and find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So it's a patience with yourself, with your journey, with your path forward. Knowing that it's taken you 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years to get to this point in time. So you know what? It's going to take a little bit of work to get it to where you want it to be now that you've become conscious of where you are and why you're there and how you're going to move forward. Because now you know the energy because we hang out together. So create a place in nature, which I just did the other day actually, for a stillness. So that you can talk to yourself, so that you can have a conversation with yourself, with your heart center, and say, what do I want? And then, you might move down to your solar plexus and say, but do I deserve that? Because that's what happens is the energy will move to the different chakras. Maybe it'll move up to your throat, and all of a sudden you need to voice it. You need to talk about it. You need to experience it through communicating with others. Maybe you start to stifle that want, that dream, that goal, because you don't really feel you deserve it. You do deserve it, by the way, but you have to come to understand that on a personal level yourself. I can't just tell you. Nobody can. It's a knowledge that you will come upon, and I hope you already have, but if you haven't, don't worry. Just keep walking the path. And then you might go down and into your sacral and say, is it a real true passion of mine? Is it a desire? Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm stuttering anyways, is it a true desire? Is it a true passion? Can I fall in love with it? Can I do it long term? Is it something that I want to invite into my life? And then I might even go to the root chakra. Does this give me balance? Does this make me feel safe? Does this give me peace of mind? Does this bring in joy and happiness? So we're really in a position today to just back it up a little bit and be the viewer to our own lives and understand where we might actually put ourselves into a bondage kinds of situation where we don't think that we can go forward. We can't go down that road. We can't open that door. And have a patience with yourself. Take time alone to find balance. So it's about getting to know yourself. Visit that root chakra a little bit. And patience will bring you rewards. So have a patience with yourself, with God, your angels, your universe, that divine energy. And know that once you say it aloud, that dream, that goal, that desire is on its way to you. You just need to take the steps. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.